They were showing us her butt, and I thought they said, you know what? And I was like, do the Naruto.
Yeah. Little kids do that in Japan, but I don't think that would be allowed to use to a teacher.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot her name was Taiga. That's the tiger thing. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are here for the first time, though not for the first time in the Fate series, with the OG Fate Stay Night. Now,
Yep.
I'm currently using the overlay that we used for Fate Zero, which is why there's an Iskander here, despite, as far as I know, there not being any Iskander. I would think somebody would have told me, not as a spoiler, but from the element of don't have to get yourself drawn to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because I currently am being drawn as a character that I can't reveal. Well, I think I may have already told Lessons, I don't remember. But the element being that we haven't seen the show yet, so I don't want to spoil that. And to the best of my knowledge, Lessons is going to remain Saber, because that is the thing that things have told us that you're the best aligned with. Other than that, obviously, we're watching this off of the back of Fate Zero. But this one is being sponsored by David Butt, so thank you, David. We will be reacting to this one once a month as we were with Fate Zero. And of course, we still have a couple of Fate Zero specials to go through, so these will be kind of on top of each other. And I guess just for transparency's sake, I am also being sponsored by Fenrir756 to watch Fate Zero Unlimited Blade Works on a weekly release. So I'm going to be caught up until whatever happens that separates Fate Stay Night from Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. I'm going to be in a different headspace for that kind of stuff from Lessons, as Lessons is going to be getting this once a month.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be getting this 5 times a month. 6 times, technically, if you count the Fate Zero extras. Normally, as if you watched anything on this channel before, you know that we usually come back with notes on the board. Well, we had already done a previous Fate Zero recording today, so we've already done our Fate Zero wrap-up notes. We will have a board for episode 2. However, we will be sharing the board with the layout that we did for Fate Zero, which means that
Yes.
Fate Stay Night and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works will all take place on the same board, which also means that if you click the link down below in the description, you can see the board as it exists, which means that it'll also be updated weekly with my Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works stuff, and this show will be updated on that same board at a much slower pace. So,
Now, to clarify why Theta is doing, he does all the boards, as you probably figured out, is because they are carryover characters, and we want to track, well, he wants to track and point to you and me, because I forget all this stuff, which characters are carried over, and then we talk about how they carry over. And by talking about it is Theta basically saying, this is what's carrying over, and I go like, okay, cool.
well, because if I didn't do the board, we'd forget everyone's names. I mean, we could
That's
put it
true,
out there
yeah.
if we want to be completely transparent about it. Oh, God. What is it? You and me, we do 1, 2, 3, 4. You and me do 4 shows, but maybe 10 recordings a week.
Yeah, we do 3 regular shows, plus we do 5 Patreon shows.
Give or take. But I'm talking about numbers this week. We do 2 of the same show, and then 2 plus 1, and then 3 of a different. So maybe 10 recordings, but what did I say?
Yeah.
1,
6,
2,
8.
3,
We do 8 recordings.
4 different
on average,
shows. 4 different shows and maybe 8 recordings a week. And then
Yeah.
I do, God, I think I'm up to 8 shows now that I'm doing. So I've hit the limit. Oh God, I'm doing too many shows. I shouldn't have started Nausea. I love that fucking show, but I shouldn't have started it. So yeah. So what did we say? 12 different shows of many different characters and things happening all over the place. We need the board to help us keep track of that stuff. We need the notes because we can look back at the notes and think what we were thinking during a certain episode and keep track of what's going on. So it's good for the process, even if you're one of those people in the audience who doesn't care and just skips ahead. Because certainly, if you are one of those people, you've probably already done it and you haven't heard any of this.
This is not for you.
Yeah.
Not because it's not available. It's because you have a choice.
Yeah. But if you ever turn into that person who wants to know what the fuck were they thinking, well, that's what these big old spots that you skip over are for.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess with all of that said, obviously, I say obviously, I've indicated it through a number of previous recordings that we've done, but I haven't said it here, I don't think. I indicated that I would be watching Unlimited Blade Works. I have already watched episode 0, which is the prologue of Unlimited Blade Works. I have no idea how it applies to this. I have been told by both different sponsors of both different shows that they are different enough that I'm not going to ruin one by watching the other. Now, I don't know what that means. My anticipation is that this is going to be watching Full Metal Alchemist, and I've been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. At some point, there's going to be a difference, because, they're different storylines from the games. This is the original intended ending, I guess. And the one I'm watching is a different path, I guess. And there's a Heaven's Feel, which is not something anyone's sponsoring, so I don't know anything about that.
Whatever that is, we'll get to it when we get to it, if we ever get to it.
So, yeah. So, to preface again, I have seen the prologue to Unlimited Blade Works already before we start this. I don't know how this starts. I don't know anything about Fate Stay Night, other than what we've watched in Fate Zero already. And that one thing.
Osmosis, basically,
There's been no cultural osmosis. For me, no one I've ever talked to ever talked about Fate Stay Night. One cultural osmosis, which is to say, back when the D&D forums were a big thing, there was the Paladin Warlock build, which was called Unlimited Blade Works, and they had so many gifs of Saber from Fate Stay Night in that, because I guess that's the Paladin Warlock build visual.
The Palak or Warlin? How do you say that?
It's Palak.
Palak, yeah.
Because it's Paladin. You take more levels in Paladin than Warlock.
I guess I'll try it next time I play Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm not getting into that because I don't remember what my build was. I was fucking immortal. That's what I built myself to be.
Yeah, you were the Radiant one.
No, that's what I started. I redid myself. I was doing the one where everyone they hit me, they took so much damage that they died. Although technically the Radiant build was that too. This was more of a wizard build, whereas the Radiant build was more item focused. I guess technically they're all item focused. My point was that I didn't remember, so trying to get there isn't going to help me. Also, this isn't the Baldur's Gate 3 stream. That never existed.
Yes. I mean, we played it, but that was the stream.
Yeah, no, it was just something we were doing. I think you tried to stream it, and then your computer shat itself trying to do that. Anyway, we've gone off track here. I think the only thing left to do is to hop on in and see how this show starts.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Thanks in. Oh, what? Is it literally starting with the?
I can say this is already different from Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh, so it's not that fight.
What? Nope, that is.
But they didn't fight in Zero.
I did.
Not
Gilgamesh and Saber.
たった一つの聖杯をめぐって殺し合う。それが聖杯戦争。
Soon it's Kirei.
告げる。汝の身は我が元に。我が運命は汝の剣に。聖杯の夜べに従い。この断りに従うならば答
Can
え
you
よ。
guess who this is?
誓いよここに。
Yeah. Okay.
我は
The problem is that I know, so I can't like say it.
我は常世すべての悪を敷くもの。
Okay, I see where this is different.
he's summoning Saber.
She uses different words. Very different words from what she used here. Over in Unlimited Blade Works. At least for specifically one line.
Have you? Seem that way.
Sorry, and the other one she kicks the door down. It's opening. And that's who I'm being drawn as, apparently. So yeah, I mean, some slight differences. Now, granted, since I told you before, I watched the prologue to Unlimited Blade Works, and we apologize. We have to talk over the opening.
Yes.
Because of copyright reasons. Since I watched the prologue, and the prologue was like 50 minutes long, there's a lot more that happens before even the summoning happens. I think the summoning happens like 20, 30 minutes into the episode. Like, we get to know the character of Rin more.
Yeah.
And other people who I'm not going to say the names of. Also, the prologue didn't have an opening, so this is actually new information for me. I don't know who the hell that was.
Looks like a Medusa.
Well, you know, it's the element here of if they don't say what their name is.
Yeah.
All we
That's
have is
Saber.
their class. I mean, we know who Artoria is, but
Artoria.
like, who was that guy on the couch? Or the woman flying around with her blindfold on?
Yeah. The music is not bad.
It's a choice.
It's somewhat it's somewhat generic for its time, but still.
Well, remember, this is the first thing.
Literally the first thing.
No, I mean, this is the first thing of the Fate stuff. Of the animated Fate stuff.
No, but the thing is that destruction in Phase Zero was because of the Grail.
They're not
vomiting itself.
implying that their fight caused the destruction. Because I really feel like you're just trying to nitpick it. Just accept that what you saw happened. Obviously, that's Kiritsugu finding Shiru and putting him in the most empty hospital I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've been in a number of hospitals. That is an empty room. There would be another bed in there with another person if it was that empty.
I've been to solo beds, but yeah.
Oh no, I've been in plenty of solo beds. I'm just saying, if you had a room that was empty,
this little evil shit.
that's a Type Moon VCR.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, actually. Sorry, for context. In what I saw, he's fixing another thing, and another guy asks him to fix a VCR, so This starts with him fixing a PCR.
そうだな。これじゃ藤姉にぶっ飛ばされるからな。土蔵は俺の落ち着く場所だ。子供の頃から親父の目を盗んじゃ忍び込み、いつの間にか自分の基
Your
地にして
dad. We know who your dad is. Him.
親父ことエミヤキリツグが死んでもうこれ
What?
こんな
Yeah.
だだっ広い
No, sorry, that's
家に
news
住
to
んでい
me
るが
too.
親父は
No, remember that in the end of Phase Zero, they were implying that he was dying already. He was too old.
No, we saw him. Well, we saw him 5 years ago. Because that's the thing jumps ahead 5 years in the that, but he wasn't dead then. He said he died 5 years ago, which would be where we saw. Well, there's Oaken.
藤村のじいさんは近所に住んでいる大地主で
God, I have so
Yeah,
many. I have so many fucking notes about this already.
yeah, because he's a big landowner, because he's part of the Yakuza.
You sure? Because that looked like Zoken Watao,
Huh.
the vampire guy.
Oh, ugh. That's worse.
You know, technically Sakura's dad or grandpa. I think technically.
Grandpa, yeah. Oh, it
She
makes sense
living
that
with
he's
him?
living in.
This is
Yeah,
so
apparently.
fucking different from what I saw. I guess they were right. There isn't going to be any comparison between the two
Yeah, no worries.
for the rest of my days.
味噌汁の極意つかんだな。
It is going to be crazy seeing the difference
also
between the
seems
two
more-
side-by-side boards, too.
It also looks more light-hearted.
No, this
Than
feels
we're
like
used to?
Tenchi Muyo. Like the Tenchi
Yeah.
Muyo version of Fate.
Because this kind of chicanery would not be the kind of thing that you would see in Fate Zero. Zero was, I mean, they had some funny moments, but
Okay, this doesn't it makes something make more sense for what I saw in Unlimited Blade Works. It was a comment, something happens in there, and a character says she'll never forgive me for a thing. It's like, who is the he here?
わからん。あまり気にするな、さくら。
oh, it's a school anime.
Yeah. Well, because they're all way younger than
Yeah,
the characters from
yeah.
Fate Zero, except for Waver,
Yeah,
who was in school, ironically.
for necromancy.
Was that what he was fixing? Okay.
新しいのに変えれば冬は越せるよ。
やるなエミヤ。お前が頼りになると極めて嬉しいぞ。
いいっせ。お前たまにおかしな日本語使うな。
I would say Unlimited Blade Works carries itself more like Fate Zero mixed with this. Like, this is on an extreme level, and then Fate Zero is on an extreme level. Unlimited Blade Works is somewhere in the middle.
I bet that this has some dark shit that will pop
Oh,
up,
yeah,
of course,
of course.
because
This is gonna be the Madoka Magica episode 3 sort of stuff. Okay, he's got
Oh.
俺
powers.
のやり方は普通じゃないってことだ。断線しかかっている電熱線が2つ。まだ持つ
so。he's a
電源コードは
Technomancer?
テープでなんとかなる。
yeah. Very shadow running.
ガキの頃、親父が言ってたっけ
Get the fuck out of bed.
物の構造を連想把握する力だけは大したもんだと。
Like magical circuits. I mean, magical circuits don't have to act like actual circuits, but then again, they might.
So he's not a Magus.
ああ、助かった。
そろそろホームルームだな。
そうか、すまん。朝から頼み事をして遅刻させたとは。
Zero concern for the people frozen in time around us.
Yeah, because of budget, limited budget animation. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're gonna have to fight her, right?
No one seems to have crests.
エミヤ、
We've seen his hands.
お前もあの
Yeah.
大阪
Well, maybe they haven't started yet.
遠坂狙いってなんだよ。誰がそんな。
2年 A 組東坂凛。
Oh, they're second year high school, I guess.
I think I get what the idea is between the two shows. You play different characters. It must be.
Yeah.
Unlimited Blade Works is entirely from her perspective. This seems like it's all from his perspective. He's like a side character in that show. He's like a side character. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get it. I think that's the difference. Are we already halfway through? She's the same. Thousand Years of Death? No, okay. They were showing us her butt, and I thought they said, you know what? And I was like, do the Naruto.
Yeah. Little kids do that in Japan, but I don't think that would be allowed to use to a teacher.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot her name was Tiger. That's the tiger thing.
Oh, that guy's built. That guy's jacked.
I got to see her all of like 1 second in the other show, so this is like more context.
私のクラスを忘れたか。あいにく離れた敵を感知する力は持ち合わせていない。
そっか。
Well, that's different.
の敵を探る魔力を持ち合わせているのはキャスターぐらいよね。私についてきて。
Okay, I'm gonna have to be able to hold 2 conflicting sources of information now too, because that's different from what I got told before. I'm gonna really be depending on my notes.
そんな時代錯誤なことはないさ。親父殿の趣味だな。
Okay, I think I know who this guy is too now.
そうだ。今朝2丁目交差点で事件があったのを知っているか？あ、そういえば何だったんだ？殺人だ。詳しいことは知らんが、押し入り強盗だとか。襲われたのは4人家族。彼らを
Are eyes that expensive now?
これが妙なんだが。
They always do this, a shadow eyes thing if you don't wanna. A katana or a spear.
Yeah, that could mean
Saber or lancer.
No, well, lancer. Saber uses not a
An
katana.
invisible sword. I'm just saying that
No.
they're saying katana. It doesn't mean that they're experts with swords.
何の手がかりもないというか。エミヤ、顔色が悪いぞ。いや、そうか。急に聞いて驚いたもんだが。すまん。食事時の話ではなかった。
Is this a dinner table? I thought we were still in school. They have an archery club.
Of course. Oh, that's an
Like a
ugly
toy
bus.
car.
That's that's an ugly bus as hell. Like, looks like one of those not Tonka.
I was gonna say it looks
The
like
ones
the
with the
model
plastic
that
little-
Emmett Brown would make to show Marty how
Yeah.
the thing is gonna go.
Yeah. You know those toys, the play bus toys that have the plastic thing and you can put the little plastic
was a
toys
child
in
once.
the. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Not Lego. I forgot what it was.
This wouldn't put them, but this is important. Well, what he had said when you were talking about the bus was important. He was talking about how the area that he's in right here is important because I heard it already before too. And this was part of Fate Zero.
Yeah.
誰かを救うというのはね、他の誰かを救わないっていうことなんだよ。
Not exactly the same conversation, but
そりゃ
Copenhagen.
今は親父の言うことも理解できるさ。でも、それでも俺は嫌だ。
I'm surprised he's dead.
何の罪もない人たちがひどい目にあって、どんなに頑張っても助けられるのはほんの一握りなんて不公平じゃないか。みんな救われなくちゃ嘘だ。だから俺は
That means technically
Is he
he would
doing
have
all the work?
died right after them having the hero conversation.
エミヤ君、よく働くよね。
今日は他のバイトの子の分までやってくれたな。
人の頼み
Yeah, the guy who's
断った
smoking.
ことないんじゃない？
ああ、つくづく大物だよ。
大物っていうのかね。なんかさ、えらく危なっかしく見えるんだけど。
I mean, it seems like he's into Rin, but he's also into that other girl. Was that a skeleton?
Apparently.
Well, that girl has a katana, I think. A super long katana, but a katana nonetheless.
ガス漏れ、強盗殺人。こんな時間に人気なくて当たり前だよな。
Somebody is using their power to go into a
Hey,
murder
Tilia.
spree.
Did not expect to see her here. I guess also she didn't change her outfit since Fate Zero as a child.
I guess I make they separate. They have been. He's already been chosen. I guess.
Well, she's the Grail, remember?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say, it doesn't hurt to have the Grail talk to you.
誰かが助かるならいいことじゃないか。
Of course, knowledge we wouldn't have if we didn't watch Fate Zero to know that she's the Grail. Could imagine a version of us that didn't watch it be like, who the fuck was that?
困ってる人を放っておけないタイプ。ついでにシロはおませさんなんだよね。小学校の作文が僕の夢は正義の味方になることですだったんだから。
Hero of justice. Someone giant robot.
子供が言う分にはいいわよ。
Yeah, I know that she's just pretending to be that sweet.
Maybe.
心配でしょうがないわけ。
それ以上勝手なこと言ってると怒るぞ。
Technically, it's been 10 years since we've seen her.
なあ、さっきから
With that kind of trauma, and if the grandfather is the grandfather,
Maybe she's overcompensating. But is actually still that way. Hey, I love the Gate anime. It's a good anime.
lovely leisure Roman self-defense club. What the?
Also, why are they both living with their teacher?
Oh, she's living with him.
五段の私に当てようなんて10年早いわ。
そんな問題じゃないだろう。
Did he move in with his teacher when his dad died?
No, the teacher promised his father to take care of him. They said that in an early conversation.
No, just said why are they living together though?
Because they're living with the
Oh, they're just
grandfather. Yeah.
visiting. Okay.
藤ね、頼んだぞ。
Like I said, I'm gonna have a ton of notes. For in case anyone's watching this and thinking I'm just fucking up and talking over everything. No, this is note stuff.
トレース、オン。基本骨子、解明。
A pipe?
構成材質、解明。
Dude's playing an MMO game.
僕はね、魔法使いなんだよ。
それは本当だった。数々の神秘を学び、世界の構造とやらに肉薄し実行する生粋の魔術師。
Well, that's not how I remember him.
Well, no, he was. He had magic circuits, and remember he took the magic circuits from his bones to make the bullets that I told you about that he used to kill Archibald? Or to
Yeah.
take out Archibald, rather. Plus, remember he could do the thing where he made himself faster and everything? So technically that was his power.
I don't know, but the fact that he was helping people with that power, I guess technically he was.
Yeah, that was the thing that from the flashbacks before he killed his mother figure in the plane.
だから人前では使ってはいけないし、制御が難しいものだから鍛錬を怠ってもいけない。でも一番大事なのは、魔術は自分のためじゃなく他人のためだけに使うということだよ。もちろんさ。親父が俺を救ってくれたように、俺も誰かを救う。正義の味方になるんだ。その誓いは一日だって忘れない。
Also, that's why he summons Saber.
That looks like a summoning circle.
Yeah.
どう？見晴らしがいいでしょ。
確かにいい場所だ。初めからここに来てれば街を歩き回る必要もなかったろうに。
ここから見えるのは街の前景だけよ。実際その
Sorry,
場所に
exactly the same scene.
歴史の仕組みは
I've seen this already.
そうでもない。アーチャーのクラスは伊達じゃないぞ。さすがに隣町までは無理だな。あの大橋のボルトの数ぐらいはわかる。
本当に？
But still slightly different.
君がす
Well,
ご
he
い
said something like, I can count how many tiles are on that thing over there. So, same scene, just slightly different.
試しているとしか思えんのだ。
気に触ったなら悪かったわね。
気には触らん。ただ、これからこの町で起こることにいちいち驚かれてはかなわない。
Oh, she's carrying her. He's carrying her. Like, oh, can she fly
そ
too?
れを聞いて
Well, she is a maid, remember?
Yeah.
We got, well, sorry, I'm not remembering. You may not have seen that in Fate Zero.
Mhm.
Where she goes into the thing and remember I told you before she almost summoned the devil?
Mhm.
Yeah, when she opens a
Yeah.
book up and like she reads a thing and then like a hand reaches out and grabs at her. There's also the element where she rescued her friend from the child killer guy
Yeah.
because he was taking a bunch of kids, and then she goes and rescues him and uses some magic there too. So yeah, I mean, she could have been. I don't know, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I do know some things, but I don't want to spoil for what people can do. But I think that seems to be one of the major things is that like Rin is the main character of Unlimited Blade Works, and it seems like Shiru here is the main character of this. And to be fair, again, I've
Wow,
only
the
seen
CEI.
the prologue, but Shiru interacts with so many more people than Rin does. Rin has a friend group. Rin likes to sleep in late. I'll tell you that much. She specifically
Odd here,
didn't go
though.
to school one time because she was like 2 hours late. And I was like, I'm just not going to school. So,
Fate Project. TBS. Fate.
well, remember, this is
Fate.
the first thing. So, what's the next time on going to be?
Fate, stay night.
That's the words.
I love it. Oh, there we are. We know him.
You don't. It's not who you think it is.
Oh, I thought it was.
No. Same class, not the same person. Or at least I don't think. He doesn't actually name himself in it.
運命の夜。
So I guess they're murdering their rivals before the war starts.
Some of the events there also took place in the prologue. So it
Yeah.
seems like the events are somewhat close to the same. The events are close to the same, but from different
A
perspectives
different perspective, yeah.
and slight changes. Like I said, they in Unlimited Blade Works, there's a scene where Rin and him go on the roof. Like she takes him on like a tour of the town first, and then at the end of the day, like nighttime falls, she takes him up on the roof and is like, "You should just brought me up here first." Like they're going over the whole, I can see really well, and they're like, I can count how many tiles are on the thing over there. And here we get a little short little scene. I can count how many bolts are on that bridge. So sort of the same. Like they're both in the same place, having the same conversation, but the words are different.
I mean, I'm liking it so far.
I also feel
Very
like
different.
Unlimited Blade Works is closer to the Fate Zero art style.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is
Although
like
it's later too.
yeah, well, is it later?
I don't know.
I think Unlimited Blade Works would be out first, and then Fate Zero. When I say
mean-
first, I mean before. I mean after this, but before Fate
Release
Zero.
order, yeah, release order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
could
sure,
be, but then
but
we have to
I'm
check
just
the
saying
dates.
that it feels like it's closer to Fate Zero's art style. Like, it's not super different from this, but this feels like it's closer to the era that I think we both guessed that it came out in.
The 2000s, yeah.
I was going to guess 90s, late 90s. I have no idea.
No, I think
I didn't
this
pay
came out in
attention to like the
2000s.
copyright numbers or whatever may appear on the screen.
I didn't either, but I think this feels a little more 2000 because that final scene in that the closing that was CGI 2000 CGI.
I didn't
Anime
see any
CGI.
CGI.
Oh, it was pure CGI. The grass,
Remember, I'm
the
watching
sky,
Nausea,
even
a
Zero.
show that you said you wouldn't like because of all the CGI. I'm in it right now with CGI stuff, but this didn't seem like it to me. But yeah, I know that my commentary can be very annoying in this, in that I'm just keep comparing it to stuff, which is also why
Yeah.
I said I'm bad when it comes to reacting to stuff that I've read the manga for, like Zom 100 and all that. Because all I do is like, well, that's kind of different from the manga, and this is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, fucking watch the thing, dude. Just watch what you're watching. But my problem
I
is
haven't
that
watched.
I was always going to be like, well, in Fate Zero this happened, and Fate Zero that. The same way that you were from the beginning of the episode. I was always going to be doing that. Now I've just got like two things: Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works.
I mean, we're using what we have as reference to understand what we're seeing, so that is natural, right? Had we not seen those things, we wouldn't like reference them because we have no reference or context for what we're seeing.
Well, I think it's more so that I probably just shut the fuck up and let you comment on stuff, but I can't like let the space sit in silence. So if I'm unaware that you're going to say something, I fill the space up with it ahead of time.
Yeah, true enough.
Because
I do have my pauses.
well, I mean, most of my stuff is like, one, I can't say stuff because the 50-minute episode that I already saw has some of these scenes in it. So when something looks like it's happening, or a character relationship pops up, or a character shows up here and they don't say the name, and it's like, well, they said the name in the other thing, so I know who that is, and I know how they relate to this character, or that character relates to that character. I can't like, that's the guy, and I can't be like about that, and I can't ruin a scene that's coming up because I know the events that Rin goes through in her, I guess it's 2 days. Like, technically, I can tell you it's not going to spoil anything, but in Unlimited Blade Works, it starts on January 31st and then goes to February 2nd. So
3 days.
No,
31st, 1st, 2nd. Yeah.
I didn't say 2nd. I said
did you
it
say?
goes from January 31st to February 1st.
Oh, I thought you said February 2nd, but
If
that's
I
fine.
did, I fucked up. I don't recall saying that, but slip of the tongue happens all the time. So technically, this, like, when we see Rin on the roof, should be February 1st. They don't drop any dates here, but that's a date I specifically noted because they talked about it. I'm surprised that Kiritsugu's dead.
There was a hint that he was dying in the end of Phase Zero, but
wasn't,
I
though.
didn't know when it was.
He just
when
looked
they had the
haggard and
conversation.
older, but he didn't look like he was dying. He didn't certainly drop any. You don't think I would have written down a note if he mentioned that he was dying?
Yeah, I expected he was going to be dead.
I think you can take away from my surprise that they don't mention anything about it at all in Unlimited Blade Works.
I wasn't surprised.
But, well, because why would Rin mention that Kiritsugu was dead in Unlimited Blade Works? I think Shiru shows up all of twice in Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah.
You don't even see his fucking face. There's a scene where Rin's walking down the hall, and the guy with the glasses. They don't say who he is here, so I can't say it. Just the guy and one of the other students, the one who's getting him to repair the heater, the space heater. Yeah. I think he's repairing the space heater in the hallway because I couldn't figure out what it was. It looks like a little soccer net sort of thing, but it could just be like a rectangular long space heater, I guess. He's just repairing it, and his like face is away from the camera, and then it does like one of those like blank shots where you see him look inside, but it never shows his face. It says, "Oh, good morning," to Rin as she's walking down the hallway, or something like that. Because she comments, "Oh, that's how you say good morning." Never shows him. There's another scene that I can't say because that'll spoil future events that haven't happened here. It's like in the same timeline, but things aren't happening in the same speed because we're following Shiro, who apparently had his own day. You know?
Well, like every other character there, it just doesn't matter focus.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's just weird. It's like it'd be like if we were watching Mobile Suit Gundam and Amuro. You know how like every time we would watch another show in the 1 Year War and we'd be in the notes section and be like, on this day on the other side of the planet, this is what these characters would be doing right now. It'd be like if you were watching them back to back, like watching them on a not. We watched Universal Century 1 Year War stuff in chronological order, but it'd be like if we actually watched it on like a calendar order. All right, the next thing that happens is on January 7th, so let's go watch the 4th episode of, and then I've thought about doing that for Star Trek. It would be
challenging, but that would be very challenging to pull off.
I thought about doing that for Star Trek before, because there's the overlap where TNG is airing and then DS9 happens. And then DS9 is overlapping with the last season of TNG, but Voyager is also going on. So technically, you could stardate the shit out of that and be watching, all right, now it's a TNG episode, now it's 2 episodes DS9, then a Voyager, DS9, TNG, for no purpose. But the fact that you would be on the same dates and everything. This is just like, what if there was like 3 shows that each followed a different character, and they crisscrossed all over the place? I know there's got to be other shows that do that.
Oh, sure. Especially ones based on video games like this.
I mean, I feel like it's in my head that this is probably so close an example of a series that had just a bunch of different shows made, and it just constantly crosses characters. I mean, I'm super interested. I guess the disappointment now, sorry, Patreon person, David. Sorry, David, that I'm not saying I'm not appreciating the sponsorship. I do enjoy this. But I guess the disappointment herein is that it's just once a month. Because I would love to try and keep pace if I could. But, we have a deal. I'm not going to break the deal.
Change it any further.
Yeah. Well, sorry. That's your go-to. You go Darth Vader. I go with, God, what the fuck is her name? Famous singer, 90s, probably 80s too.
Yeah.
Famously, domestic abuse. I think she was in The Bodyguard.
Whitney Houston.
No, I think that's wrong. Oh God,
Abdullah.
It's not Paul Abdul. That's what you're going for.
Paul Abdul. Yeah, no.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Break the deal, face the wheel.
Oh yeah. That's third Mad Max movie.
Technically true, yes. I don't consider the first Mad Max movie a Mad Max movie.
Even though it's literally Mad Max.
Yeah. Because it's not post-apocalypse, for one thing. It's like a completely different setting. It's more just it's more of just a cop movie. Like a couple of bike cop or car. Well, there are a bunch of people on bikes. It is just a weird, random I mean, I don't know if it's a 70s movie, but it feels like it's a 70s movie. Well, I'm saying it feels like one of those 70s movies, like anything that Wrong Turn is based on. Just a weird out there thing versus the post-apocalypse that everything else is. Road Warrior, Beyond Thunderdome, all that shit. That is set in a post-fucking apocalypse. Whereas these guys could just be on any random street just that's isolated from the rest of society.
Yeah, they're supposed to be in the outback out there, yeah.
Well, it's all in the outback. It's all Australia. It's the post-apocalypse of Australia. But I mean, even in Beyond Thunder, even in the Thunderdome movie, when they get that little, what do you call it, the viewer thing?
Yeah, 3D viewers. Yeah.
Yeah, the images are of now is it not Brisbane? Where is Sydney. The theater at? Sydney. Yeah, Sydney. Sorry. Apparently I know all of 2 Australian cities. But yeah, no, it's for the theater. It's Sydney, Australia. That's what you're looking at in the thing.
Literally, you went to the other side of the continent to get to Brisbane. Because Brisbane and Sydney are on both opposite sides.
Anyway, point being...
Who gives a shit?
I'm not in Australia.
All right, Australian viewers.
Of which my statistics tell me there aren't any. So...
That's one way to recruit, I guess.
Yeah, because I was going to get them here at the end of the episode, where we're talking about not even the subject matter. Yeah, anyway. It's super interesting seeing 2 different shows that cover the same time span, but will go off on their own different tangents, right? Because right now, they haven't actually separated. It feels like the same stuff is happening, but the different perspectives make
the
it
murders and everything else.
Yeah, because obviously Rin isn't talking or thinking about Shiru's life journey or whatever the fuck he's doing. Yeah. She's got her own focus, and that's what I'm aware of as having watched Unlimited Blade Works. What she's concerned about, what's going on with her, and obviously the guy that you've seen. Okay, he called himself Archer. I can say Archer. So yeah, that stuff. Obviously, I told you I've seen like one scene with Taiga, that teacher. So this is a lot more of that. Also, this is a lot more, as I said,
comedic, lighthearted. So far.
No, I was about to say, but yeah. I mean, yeah. I was going to say Mushoku Tensei. That was the wrong name. Tenchi Muyo. Very feels like that. And maybe that's why I was thinking like 90s anime when I said what era this might be.
Yeah.
Because Tenchi Muyo
I can see
a lot of 90s.
I can see it.
Very well, because also, you know, a lot of that when she's like, the teachers in class, don't call me Tiger, and big old mouth. You know, that's the kind of animation jokiness that I'm used to seeing with like Tenchi Muyo. No need for Tenchi. All that shit.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot also in rom-coms.
Also, Outlaw Star did a lot of that shit. Like 90s anime is what I know that stuff for. Certainly, like I said, going to be a lot of notes for this. Not specifically to compare to what I already know, but from the element of this is a lot of information that I didn't get from the other side. Like, Rin talks to Sakura, but my whole thing over that side is like, there seems to be like a distance there. And the element is that remember that Rin and Sakura are technically sisters, but Sakura got sent to live with another family. Not live with. She got basically sold off to another family. So she's technically a Matao right now. And it's like, is that something that's going on here? And then she's fine. She's fine over here. It's like, okay. Fair enough. This is what happens when you're not on screen over there. You just going around with the teacher, having dinner with Shiru.
Well, there you have it.
The classic Lessons has nothing left to say.
Yes.
Or Lessons has to go to the bathroom. Or Lessons is particularly hungry right now. One of the many Lessons tells.
Yes. Could be all those things or none of those things.
All right. Well, I guess with all of that said, then once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?